Hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome back. Hi. Hello, Angel Dust. Thank you so much for resubscribing. I really appreciate it. Happy 2 months and happy early birthday. We love November birthdays. Hello, Nara, and hello, Lorenzo. Hey! Oh my god, 12 months! Woo! Congratulations. Thank you so much, Nara. Thank you for your support. It really means a lot. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That's so exciting. You've been here for a year, right? Because you joined after Northwest Idol Fest last year. Yippee! Hi, Cloud. Hello. Thank you for your very kind messages yesterday. I appreciate that. I hope everybody is, holding up as best they can, especially all of us US of A people. But, you know, I have dwelled I have dwelled enough on that. But you know what? We're going to be here. We're going to be streaming and we're going to rely on each other, damn it. So, that's the goal. For now, we're gonna spend some time in a place where the justice system actually works. And they hold their guilty parties accountable. That's what we're doing today with the first installment of the last game in the Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney trilogy. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations. So, Martha is guilty of being the best dang streamer. Oh no, I still have so much to learn. Thank you. That means a lot to me. But I'm still learning. I'm still learning on how to do stream things, but I appreciate you. I am functional today. Crying is exhausting. I agree. I agree very much so. Yeah. We may not be ready to pick up the fight just yet, but just take care of yourself. Do things that bring you joy. That's why I'm here. Streaming and hanging out with y'all brings me joy. And without joy, there can be no activism and no change, so you gotta center your joy. Hi, Aqua. Hello. I hope you're doing okay today. Thanks for coming and saying hello. No, it's not weird at all that you cried watching a Godzilla movie. I cried watching a Godzilla movie. I watched King of the Monsters with my mother, and that scene with Ken Watanabe in that undersea cave with Godzilla, bawling like a baby, crying. Ugh, that's totally valid. Monster movies are emotional. Want to stop by and say hi, but I'm going to get some rest, not feeling well. I understand. I know the feeling. Well, rest up, my friend. I love you, and I hope you're feeling better. Become the brightest stars in the sky. God damn it. No, what happened to Mothra did hurt. It's so true. Mothra's my girl. I love her so much. Did you plan to play... What is that? Tsunagari Chess School. Hello, Mineral Berry. That wasn't the detective game that Emily mentioned, was it? Somebody mentioned a detective game to me last week. Tsunagari Chess School. I don't know how to play chess, though. Do I have to play chess? Oh. What do you mean content disturbing for some players? I don't know how to play chess. I mean, I do like a spooky game. I'll add it to my list. Doki Doki with chess, for fucking real. Why can't we share Mothra? Also, technically, Mothra is reborn, like, every few films, TBH. So there's plenty of Mothra to go around. Doki Doki Chess Club. You know, it's been a long time since I've played Doki Doki. See, but what I want to know is where is Project Libitina, Dan Salvato? The man promised another game. Where's the other game, Dan? But anyway. Sorry, beverage tonight. I have some lemonade. Because it was a sweet beverage kind of night. So I've got lemonade. And of course I have my water on deck. That'll be my third water bottle today. Because I was teaching earlier on. Came out 5 days ago. Looks like it'll be popular. K-On! But don't... Listen. I mean, they could be an emo band. Like, you could make that work. That could be an angle. Most definitely. Yeah, K-On does. K-On, our mothers of the moe genre, the K-On girlies. I love them. Honestly, I would love to do a cosplay of Hokago Tea Time, but we all play instruments. Like, I would want to be Mugi, because I can, like, kind of sort of play piano. If I practice enough, I could probably get either Fua Fua Time or Don't Say Lazy on the keyboard. Also, I love Mugi. She's my fave. But I would love to do a big old group cosplay and, like, perform a song from K-On. That would be so much fun. I love them. Oh, Netflix took it off? That's where I was watching it. It's probably on another streaming service. But honestly, we need to archive our media. We need to get some physical copies and archive it. I found a drive that I was gonna put some of my anime files on, but I gotta get another one because it's taking up a lot of space. Too much anime to watch, not enough space. A whisker away? Like cats? And I would enjoy that. Anyway, let me pull up this game that we're supposed to be playing. Steam. Hello, Steam. No, Steam, I am not gonna buy anything right now. I was gonna buy games on Steam, but then I remembered I need to buy tickets for the Renaissance Fair, so that's what I did. Because you know what? I need to go to a different place. I need to escape to the Renaissance Fair, so that's what I'm doing for a weekend later on this month. Hi, Elliot! Welcome! I hope you're doing okay. Or as okay as anyone can be at this point. But, yeah. Yeah, no. Instead of buying a new video game, I bought Renaissance Fair tickets. I have, these green overalls and, like, a big peasant shirt with flowy sleeves. I call it my Hobbit outfit. So I'm gonna go to the Ren Fair and dress up as a Hobbit and live my best fucking life. And honestly, I think it fits with all of the Lord of the Rings content that people have been sharing in light of recent events. I understand, Elliot. Same. I get it. Wait a minute, MCR? Wait, was this for their reunion concert a couple of years ago? Or are they touring now? Because I thought they just had, like, a couple of reunion shows. I feel that, Elliot. It was either the Ren Fair or new video games, and I had to make a tough choice. And I decided it would be good for me to get out of the house. Get out of the house and go touch some grass. So that's what I did. I'm gonna go see some people and regain some sort of sanity. So why so slow? Why so slow? There we go. Not slow no more. Oh, ta-da! Here we go. I want this year to end. Trust me, I don't know. I'm scared for January. But you know what? You know what we could do that would make us, well, at least me, hopefully would make y'all more happy. Start listening to Christmas music and watch Christmas movies. Normally, I'm one of those bitches who waits until the end of the month. But I think some Christmas joy or holiday joy, whatever holiday you prefer, would be helpful. So, I have no physical friends to hang out with. If you're lucky to have friends, please hang with them and enjoy the moment. Exactly. Man, Elliot, are there no like nerd events or just little things to, you know, go find your people where you are? I wish you could find your people. The only highlight of my year. Oh, no, don't put me on a pedestal. Don't do it. But I'm glad you enjoy the streams. Okay, we are not continuing. It's a new game. So we played that. We played that. And now we are here. Phoenix Wright Ace Attorney Trials and Tribulations, the third and final game in the trilogy. Now, allegedly, we start this game playing as Mia when she first meets Phoenix. And I'm so fucking excited because I love her. And I feel like we were robbed when she got murdered in the first game. So, more Mia, more happy. At least for me. Mia is the hot one. Yes, that is correct. So, this chat is a bunch of Mia stans. So, I'm very excited. Cloud's got the happy dance gif going on. You need a hug? Quick hug. VTuber hug. Oh! I know my arms don't move, but VTuber hug. One day my VTuber will have arms. It is not this day, but one day, eventually. Mamma mia. Look at her! I love her. God, she looks so young. Oh my god, and look at baby Phoenix. Who is this? Are they a thing? Okay. Me included, me a fan. Absolutely. Alright. Episode 1, Turnabout Memories. Let's go. Yes. How did I get into this mess? Is this... Oh? Why? Why did I do that? Who are you? What did you do? Oh! Oh, it's Phoenix! That girl. You shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business! I'm telling you for your sake. If you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Ooh. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that. Oh! Bro, did you just bash him over the head? Is he dead? Oh no, Phoenix! Is he in love with an idol? It wasn't me! I didn't do it! Oh no, Phoenix! 5 years earlier, Mia Fey's second trial. Why are we jumping back 5 years? Damn, Jim and Bob, they've been there for a while. Hello, gentlemen. Okay, what do we got? Ooh, it's finally time. I'm kind of nervous. Ahem! Oh! Mr. Grossberg, good morning! Whenever he shows up, it's mustache time. Mia, please calm yourself down. You're going to get yourself arrested for suspicious behavior, you know. What are you talking about? I am relaxed, Mr. Grossberg. Look at me. I'm relaxed. the mustache! Let go of my lapels! You obviously haven't got the temperament to be a lawyer. I'm so sorry. It's just that I'm so nervous today. Oh, that's right. This is your first time in the big leagues, is it? Well, never you fear, my dear. I, Marvin Crossberg, am at your service. Actually, this is my second time in court. Still, you surprised me. What with your earnest request last night? Let me handle this case, you suddenly said, and quite forcefully, too. I just found out yesterday, about the case, I mean. What? And you already learned all the relevant facts? Well, about that, you see, I mean, of course I have, I think. Oh dear. In any case, don't let our client see you're so nervous. You see the poor young man in the pink sweater over there? That's our client. Oh my god, Phoenix! Yeah. Good morning there, everybody. Good morning. Try to keep smiling, Mia. I just want to say, I'll give it all I've got. Yep, it'll be fine, no prob. What's wrong? Do you have a cold or something? Mr. Rye? Actually, it's Wright. Like the Flying Brothers. People screw it up all the time. And yes, I have a cold. That's what this mask is for. Should I give him a congested voice? My doc says this way I won't give it to anyone else. Be kind to others, he's... Bro, if only people would still do this. Wear a mask. When you're in indoor public spaces, wear a mask. Protect disabled and immunocompromised people and yourself. But that's a discussion for another day. Baby Phoenix, he's so little. Right, Mr. Wright. You have nothing to fear in court today. If you are truly innocent, I promise I will save you. Please let go of my shirt. That's right. He's the one on trial, not you. He's the one who should be nervous. You need to stay strong for your client, Mia. My name is Mia Fey. I'm still pretty new at this lawyer thing. The first time I appeared in court was a year ago. Damn, girl, why the gap? Hey! Hi, Velvet! Thank you so much for following. Welcome, friend. Hope you're having a lovely evening. Ah, yes, young Phoenix case. Hello, Pillow. Welcome, welcome. Glad to have you. I will save you, maybe, probably. Felt. Oh, that's why the gap. But the trial traumatized me so badly, I thought I'd never set foot in another courtroom. Okay. It's been 1 year since then, and well, here I am again. But this time I'm going to win. For my client. And for myself. Girl, what happened? Who beat your ass? I'm not allowed to watch the case because I'm about to start the game tomorrow, but have a good stream. Thank you! And have fun playing the game! We love Ace Attorney in this house. Thanks for stopping by. Okay, back in the courtroom. He still looks the same! Okay, I guess he's like Santa Claus. He never changes. Court is now in session for the trial of Phoenix Wright. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Finally, we get to see her. Who's I think I remember him as like the tutorial from the first game. Okay. How bad does a case have to be to traumatize the lawyer, right? He's an immortal. Were you the one who I talked about the lifetime and adventures of Santa Claus with? Because that's immediately what I thought of. Anyway, the prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense today is Ms. Mia Fey, was it? No, it wasn't you. Right? That's a good stop motion, isn't it, Pillow? I need to get me a physical copy of it. Yes, Your Honor. Is there a problem? I was under the impression that Marvin Grossberg was to be leading the defense. Yes, well, you see, Mr. Grossberg had a bit of an emergency. Bitch, he's right there. Emergency? But isn't that him standing there right next to you? Yes, well, You're just a rookie. Are you sure you can really handle this? It does look like a platypus, doesn't it? Don't let him scare you, Mia. Give him your toughest look. That's where Phoenix gets it from. God damn it. Of course, Your Honor. I think. Well, Mr. Payne, your opening statement, please. Get it moves! Oh my god.
Well. I can't believe a veteran like me has to spend his time babysitting a new defense lawyer.
Oh. Don't worry, little girl. It'll all be over soon. Gross. What was that all about? Was he trying to trash talk me? Grossberg's reputation is forever stained in my eyes for being black. I forgot about him! Wasn't Mr. Red White that bitch with the purple hair? Whatever happened to him?
Now then, I'd like to proceed with a summary of events on the day in question. The incident occurred on the campus of Ivy University. The murder victim was a student named Doug Swallow.
That's unfortunate. Sorry, serious. It's serious business. I had to stop laughing.
He was a fourth-year student studying pharmacology.
Sounds like he was a very bright young man.
Yes, well, we have a photo taken excuse me, at the scene of the crime.
He got sent to prison for murder because he'd take a murder charge over the shady business being released. Interesting.
Students discovered the scene shortly after the murder. They found the victim's body and the defendant, who had obviously bungled his getaway. Then they called the police.
Yeah, he did. That he do. Yes. I wonder what happened with the wires. That certainly makes the defendant look very suspicious indeed. Very well. The court accepts this photo into the record as evidence. Okay, the crime took place behind an IVU building. By the way, I can't quite tell the cause of death from this photo.
Your reputation for sagacity is well earned, Your Honor. The truth is that this victim died a rather unusual death.
Sounds like conjecture to me. An unusual death? What do you mean, Mr. Payne?
Well, perhaps the defense would like to check this question.
Huh?
A simple question. I thought I might loosen you up a bit. I am a genteel man, if you will.
What? Stand up to him, Mia. Show him what you're made of. Going to bed early. Have a good night, everyone. Good night, Cloud. Thank you for saying hello. We'll
We'll see you next time. Sleep well. He died from laughter at Moe's jokes. For fucking real. Ah, a perfect opportunity. Well, what was it? The cause. Go on. Do we know? Please say you know at least this much.
I'm sorry. I didn't get a chance to read through the whole file.
Oh, my hemorrhoids are beginning to act up. Not the hemorrhoids. Now see here. The details of this case are filed under the court record. But you knew that already, didn't you?
Ah, the court record. I think I can see. Oh, okay, tutorial. Yeah. Stay calm. Don't let him get the better of you. Okay. Yes. Let's read the autopsy report. Can I not? Oh, it just says date and time of death, April 9th at 3 p.m. Cause of death was a fatal electric shock. Okay.
Would the attorney for the defense please answer the question? What was the cause of death?
Asphyxiation, electrocution, hypothermia. It was electrocution. But we gonna save anyway. Laughing blocks your airways, so if you laugh for 2 hours straight, you die.
Yeah? That makes sense.
According to the court record, it was a fatal electric shock. In other words, electrocution.
Electrocution? But how could such a thing happen? Did the murderer use some type of new super powerful stun gun, perhaps? The answer to that will become crystal clear as this trial proceeds, Your Honor. But before that, there is one more vital issue.
What's that?
By motive, of course. Apparently, there was some bad blood between the victim and the defendant.
Yeah, you know, that is kind of inefficient, isn't it?
That's why singing can be so hard.
I wish we could breathe, like, cyclically. I know some animals can do that. What do you mean?
Oopsie, I'm terribly sorry. You're the defense attorney, so you must know all about it. I shouldn't be stealing your spotlight like this.
I really don't like this guy's smug attitude.
That's Winston Payne for you. He's one smooth operator. If you catch my drift. They don't call him the rookie killer for nothing, you know. Now then, let's hear from the defense. What was the source of the bad blood between the victim and the defendant? And this time, I would like to see some supporting evidence.
Bitch, we don't have any! Evidence?
No need to get all worked up over this.
As I said, all our weapons can be found in the court record.
Find the evidence you need and then shove it into old Graybeard's face.
Yes, sir. Into old Graybeard's face.
Mr. Grossberg, try to set a better example for the young lady. Mia, evidence isn't the only thing in the court record. People's profiles are as well. You can toggle. Yeah, okay.
It was the woman, right? The lady. Dahlia Hawthorne, age 20, Phoenix Wright's girlfriend, dated the victim, Doug Swallow, up until 8 months ago. I like her design. That's cute. But I'm pretty sure it's her. Hello, Vixen! Welcome! We just started the case, but I am loving playing as Mia. It's great. I hope you're doing okay, Vixen. I don't know if you're a U.S. person or not, but I hope you're doing all right. Thank you so much for coming. Welcome back. What word was I? The word electrocution is a mashup of electrify and execution. Well, that's clever. How creative. The reason for the bad blood between the two of them was this woman here.
Dahlia Hawthorne, is it? Very good, Ms. Fay. You seem to have picked up on at least this much. This woman is the girlfriend of the defendant, Phoenix Wright. But up until about 8 months ago, she was with the victim, Mr. Swallow. Clearly, she has some part to play in this story.
Hello, Elita! Okay, so this case, we're playing as Mia, and we're defending Phoenix. This is the first time she's met Phoenix. He's being accused of murdering another student at his university over a girl because his girlfriend used to be the murder victim's girlfriend. So. My head is trying to unbury itself. I feel that. I feel that very much. Young women have a bad track record of being murderers in these. It's so true! Damn, that's a little misogynistic. Or young men, true. We did have Matt and the assassin last time. Not the succubus demon. Okay, well, let's see.
He's done it again. Before the cross-examination starts, he's already got the judge thinking like he wants.
Not a philanderer.
Very well, Mr. Payne, please call your first witness. If it pleases the court, the prosecution would like to call Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What?
The defendant himself? Well, Miss Fay?
Oh, your depression. Yeah, let's keep that. I mean, take the time to feel your feelings so they don't bottle up. But take care of yourself and do things that bring you joy so it doesn't completely take over, you know? It's fine! After all, Mr. Wright is innocent, right? Oh, girl. The defense has no objection.
Very well.
Alright, what's Phoenix gonna do?
The court calls Mr. Phoenix Wright to the witness stand. Witness, please state your name and occupation.
Oh, yes. My name is Phoenix Wright. My job is, well, right now I guess I'm a suspect.
No, he means what you did before you were arrested.
Your Honor, the prosecution's a little bitch. Watching streams. Agreed. I think he meant a philanderer, yeah.
Oh. Achoo! 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 I was a university student. Mr. Wright, you understand that you are suspected in the death of your fellow student, Doug
But I didn't do it! I'm innocent, I tell you. Not Nick predicted COVID. Poor bastard.
Would the defendant please refrain from passing on his cold to the rest of us?
That's why he's wearing a mask, Judge. And maybe you could have delayed the trial until he felt better, but no.
It seems the witness has something he wants to say.
Well then, Mr. Wright. Please tell us about your relation to the victim.
Right away, Your Honor. The victim and I. The victim and I. Anybody else got Wicked on the brain?
I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer! All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. Ooh. Probably not the best to insult people on the witness stand when you're under suspicion of murder, Phoenix, but okay. I see. So you hardly knew the victim? Right! Like I said, I'm not a killer! Whew. It looks like the judge understands. No, he doesn't, Mia. You're being naive, you know. Too naive. Huh?
It seems you have forgotten one small thing, young lady.
And that would be...
This witness still has to undergo something called cross-examination.
Cross-examination? What, bitch? He's right. And it's the defense's duty to carry out the cross-examination. The purpose is to determine if a witness's testimony contains any contradictions. Contradictions? If a witness is lying, their statements will conflict with the court record. But Mr. Wright is my client! Even if he is your client, in court, all lies must be struck down. As a lawyer, that is your duty, you see. What does he mean by that? Is he saying that testimony just now, that there was a lie? A contradiction? A philanderer, a Flemish philanderer. That's funny. I quite enjoyed Flanders. Dahlia's name origin is very... Is it? Do we find out when we continue playing? Now then, your cross-examination, if you please, Miss Fay. Please, Mr. Wright, tell me you haven't been lying. You wouldn't do that to me, would you? Okay. I admit I was there. But I'm not a killer! All I did was find his body! Well... Hold it! God damn it. You found the body? So who called the police? Huh? Achoo!
Unfortunately, it was some other students that notified the police.
Oh, a bunch of names do have interesting things attached to them. Gotcha. Okay. Cross-examine this dick. Other students?
That's correct. They were witnesses. Witnesses who saw the defendant standing there next to the body in shock.
Patooey. What? Is this true, Mr. Wright? Ooh, sneeze, 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 sneeze. Could you stop sneezing every time you're in a bind? Well, it's true that I was pretty shocked when I found the body. But I hardly knew the guy to begin with. So you didn't know his face or even his name, right? Right! Well, no, that is, I mean... So, which is it? Did you know him or not? Now see here, you can't avoid answering the question by sneezing all day. Well, I guess I did know his name. News to me! Why didn't he tell me that before? I heard he used to date Dolly. Who is this Dolly person?
Ah, yes. That would be the defendant's lover, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
I mean, I know dahlia is a type of flower, and a hawthorn's a type of, like, tree or bush.
That's what a lot of the fairy trees are that we discussed on Halloween.
But I don't know how the two relate to each other.
Oh, I see. Ah, young love, so bittersweet.
But that's all I knew about him.
I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe.
Hi, Emily. Welcome. I hope you're doing okay today. Mr. Wright, you stated the following in your testimony. I hardly knew the guy to begin with.
That's right. I mean, why would I even...
But that doesn't sound right. If you hardly knew him, then why would you say that the victim was a stuck-up British wannabe?
Answer the question, Phoenix!
Well, Mr. Wright?
No, it wasn't me! I'm not a killer, I swear! Mr. Wright, I will give you an opportunity to revise your testimony. How is that you knew the victim was, as you put it, a British wannabe?
Yes, well... He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt.
Well, my dear, do you think you can manage on your own?
I think we can do it. I believe us. I believe in us. Allegedly. But we save. We got it! 1 year ago, I was in a courtroom just like this. I can do it. I can handle this myself.
You mustn't try to bite off more than you can chew, Mia.
I'll be fine! I know what I have to do.
Remember, you can always press him to get more information. And one more thing. When you're going to state a contradiction, make sure you present some definitive proof.
Okay, Mia. One more time, from the very beginning of this testimony. I admit I was there, but I'm not a killer. All I did was find his body. I hardly knew the guy to begin with. I never even talked to that stuck-up British wannabe. He was always walking around with a huge Union Jack on the back of his shirt. Did you see it at the crime scene? The Union Jack, I mean. Yes, that's right. I saw it at the crime scene. That's why I figured he must love British stuff, see? It's true, cross my heart. I swear I didn't do it. He's acting fishier than the salmon I ate last night.
Oh, Emily's already like, I don't like Dahlia, I don't trust her.
I mean, she is the link between the two guys, and Phoenix obviously has to be innocent, so... you probably got something there.
May I ask you something, Miss Fay?
Yes, Your Honor. What is it now?
Who is this person anyway? This Union Jack fellow. What a dumbass! The Union Jack is the name of the United Kingdom's flag. Oh, I see. So you mean like the stars and stripes, right? As usual, Your Honor, your insight astounds me. Dog swallow not wannabe.
Something just occurred to me. Isn't there something strange about this bit just now?
Mia, there is a contradiction here.
Mr. Grossberg!
Quickly now, show that boy you mean business. With evidence, I mean.
Okay, Mia. Check the court record carefully. Oh, the photo. You can't see the Union Jack. Okay. So I gotta present evidence on that statement. Okay. Okay, here we go. Are you certain you saw the Union Jack? Yeah, I'm sure. It was right there on his back.
Miss Fay, is there some point to this line of questioning?
Your Honor, please take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, there's absolutely nothing on the victim's back. Hey, wait a minute! He's wearing a leather jacket! The Union Jack was on the back of the t-shirt he was wearing. I was under the impression that you accidentally came across the body. But if that was really the case, then you wouldn't know that, would you? You have no idea at all what he was wearing underneath that jacket. Mr. Wright, you've been lying to me. Please forgive me. Mia, you've made our client cry. Let him. That P on his chest doesn't stand for Phoenix anyway. I can't believe I trusted him. Mr. Wright was all wrong. Wright was all wrong. My client can barely give testimony. How would he kill someone with all that sneezing?
That was an impressive bit of cross-examination.
Fuck!
Thank you for uncovering the defendant's lies for me. It's quite clear that this man did not simply stumble upon the scene of the crime.
Oh. Uh-oh. Did I go too far?
By the way, Mr. Wright, you seem to have a rather bad cold. Have you taken any medicine for it?
Yeah, I took some, but...
Was the medicine that you took an over-the-counter brand called Cold Killer X?
Wow, what an original name. Hi, Lily, welcome. Yeah, that's right. It kills colds good. Hey, wait a second. How did you know I'm a big fan of Cold Killer X?
Would you happen to have that medicine with you right now?
Well, actually, I seem to have lost it somewhere.
Yes, Mommy Mia.
For real. He lost it? Does this even have anything to do with the case? What's happening? Okay, so Lily, we're playing as Mia, and we're defending Phoenix in a murder trial. This was 5 years ago when they first met. So we've gone back in time a little bit.
Mr. Wright, shall I tell you where your cold medicine is right now?
Huh?
Your Honor, I'd like you to take another photo from the crime scene.
Why was the victim holding his medicine? What's this? In the victim's hand, it's Cold Killer X! He's a fan of Staminan X. Him and Kiryu, both fan of the X-Meds. Yes, but even I've got a bottle of Cold Killer X in my apartment.
I'm sorry, but I'm afraid that argument won't work.
She do look good, I agree. The person whose stuff and body I have in my possession.
There's no doubt as to who this bottle of Cold Killer X belongs to.
Phoenix, are you a nerd? Did you write your name on it? Oh, fingerprints. Ugh.
Especially since Mr. Wright's fingerprints are all over it.
What?
Sensing his murderous intent, Mr. Swallow must have picked up the bottle of medicine dropped by Mr. Wright and hid it in his hand.
Why would taking cold medicine away from somebody... okay. I don't get that train of thought, but whatever. It does sound like a setup.
His purpose in doing so can only have been to identify his killer as Phoenix Wright.
We stand Mia in this house. Agreed. Order in the court.
Your Honor, I'd like to present this photo and bottle as evidence.
Very well. The court will accept them into the record.
Okay, the victim's watch stopped at the time of death. What is it with all these clocks? Every time somebody dies, their clock always stops. Like, that's very convenient. How come nobody has fresh batteries in their watches? You know what I mean? Cold Killer X.
Also, the victim's wristwatch was broken.
Oh, that's why it stopped. Okay. Broken?
Yes, it ceased functioning when a large wave of electricity passed through.
Oh, that makes sense.
Well, Mr. Wright, do you have some kind of explanation for all this?
Right, not even poisoning. What the fuck? Time stops when you're dead. But I don't know about your watch, though. Oh. This is really bad. Oh, my buttocks. My poor hemorrhoids. Why don't you get some preparation H, my man? Go get you some ointment, Mr. Grossberg. Their watches must be powered by their life force. That would be a pretty wild invention. What really happened? The truth is, I went because he called me. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. Did he give him the meds? We talked for a bit, and then around 3 o'clock, we split up. IDK about cheap watches, but fancy and expensive watch. Oh, manual wind-ups. Yeah, that's true. Then later, but he was a college student. I bet he couldn't have had a fancy one. Later, when I went back, I found him lying there. I'd been taking Cold Killer X for the last 2 to 3 days. But I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Mr. Wright! That's completely different from the testimony you gave previously. There he goes again. I'm sorry, Your Honor. I was afraid you wouldn't believe the truth.
You'll forgive me if I say I hardly find your current testimony any more credible.
Ms. Fay, please begin your cross-examination. Please, Mr. Wright, don't tell any more lies. Go check your watches. I should save. We need to know why he called you over there. Why he call you? Had you ever met the victim before then? No, never. But that day he called me up and told me he wanted to talk about Dolly. And this Dolly person is... It's kind of embarrassing. She's my sweetheart. Oof. What was that for, Mia? Oh, I'm so sorry. I just felt like slapping something all of us. What, she slapped him?
Dahlia Hawthorne was also the lover of the murder victim, Doug Swallow. Before she met Mr. Wright, that is.
So it was one of those nasty love triangles, I see. He was in the pharmacology department, so we agreed to meet at 2:45 behind that building. Was it Mr. Swallow who indicated you should meet at 2:45? Yeah, and we were both there right on time. You said the victim was in the pharmacology department, correct? Yeah, he was studying how to manufacture and improve pharmaceuticals. Everyone called him the alchemist of IVU. An alchemist? I see. I gotta admit, it was a little suspicious. He had a whole laboratory and everything. It was filled with chemicals and strange machines that run on high voltage electricity. Well, yeah, that's what's at a pharmacy. Oh, how fascinating. He sounds like quite the ambitious young man. If I have a sundial or atomic... No, I don't think that's how it works, Lily. I don't know if this is exactly relevant to the case. Should I ask for more details about the timing, about pharmacology? Why that time? Are you absolutely certain you met at 2:45? Oh, Full Metal Alchemist! Shit, that went right over my fucking head. Ooh. To be completely honest, I haven't seen or read Full Metal Alchemist. It's on my list, but I haven't gotten to it yet. Pretty sure that's the time class ends. But they're always doing experiments, so it doesn't matter much. Experiments? Yeah, those pharmacology guys are always in the lab whipping up something. Well, it looks like he's right about the time anyway.
Witness, let's go on with your testimony.
We talked for a bit, and then around 3, we split. What'd you talk about? What was it you were talking about? Oh, I should have asked about the pharmacology? Oh, well. That you know that maybe we should hang out again sometime. Hang out again sometime? Huh, I wish that were true. Hang on, let's go back. Okay, we go back on here. Laboratory. Alright, let's ask about the pharmacology department. Oh, their tech has high voltage and he died of electrocution. Very true. I do like his pink sweater, Emily. I was wondering if you could tell us a bit more about the pharmacology department. Well, okay, sure. I don't know all that much, though. A little bit earlier in your testimony, you said something interesting. You said the department uses strange machines that run on high-voltage electricity. That's right, and they sure look dangerous. They use non-standard voltages, so there are high-voltage cables everywhere. High-voltage cables. Yeah, there were electrical poles set up all around the building. The high-voltage cables run overhead around the roof. Finally, I think we're getting somewhere. Do I need to present the photo again? Huh. Well, we already pressed that. Okay, found him lying there. So you say you went back?
Yeah. That's when I found the body, but why did you go back?
Yes, but why did you go back in the first place? Weren't you angry with him?
Well, that's right. I was.
Then why, Mr. Wright? Why did you go back there? I thought maybe we could make up.
Aha!
Judging by the atmosphere, I'm pretty sure no one is buying this. Okay. I'm back. I guess let's talk about when his cold started. It's rather unusual to catch a cold this time. Oh yeah, because it's in April! True. Rather unusual to catch a cold this time of year, isn't it?
Yeah, I always get a little careless when the weather starts to warm up. I guess I shouldn't sleep with the window open this early in the spring, huh?
I suppose common sense is not always common. So, did anyone else know you were taking cold medicine?
Well, I always took one after meals, so I'm pretty sure all my friends knew about it. Okay. Ah, at meal times. Okay.
On the day of the incident, what did you do for lunch?
Huh? What does that have to do with anything?
You can never be too sure.
I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. I never get colds in the winter, only in the summer. Huh. Interesting. Dolly's homemade lunches are the greatest. Her mini omelets are magically delicious. Mia, quit punching people! Oh my god! I'm sorry, I just felt like hurting someone all of a sudden. Damn! I think that's enough for now. The defendant and the victim met at approximately the time of death, and then the defendant returned to the scene for some unknown reason. I'm not entirely convinced by his explanation about the medicine bottle either. Let me be frank here, Mr. Wright. Your testimony cannot be trusted. What do you mean? I knew it was too much work for a little girl. Huh. However, there is one mystery that still remains. There is, Your Honor. How the murder was carried out, of course. Just how was the victim electrocuted? I don't believe the murder weapon has been produced yet, correct? Well, that is, you are correct. Her name's Mia, not Mai. Have you ever had the urge to violent? I guess.
How exactly was Mr. Swallow killed? If I could somehow establish how it was done, maybe I could still come out of this mess smelling like a rose.
God damn it. Can we establish the murder method right now? I don't know. Because what do we have? Okay, death was at 3 o'clock. I mean, it looks like he was electrocuted by one of the high voltage power lines around the building. Oh, maybe it got his umbrella. He was holding an umbrella. The cord snapped and it went through the metal rod in the umbrella and electrocuted him. But how do we establish that? Victim. It was like 303 to 305 when he died, because that's when his watch stopped.
And he's holding the bottle of the cold meds. Cold Killer X clutched in the victim's hand, covered in fingerprints. I don't think we have to do that. I think we need to... I want to talk to Dolly. I feel like she has something there. Oh, do I ever have the... Whenever there is injustice, sometimes, but I never carry it out. But sometimes the lizard brain do think things. Can't establish the murder method. I do have one idea, but it would be impossible to prove it.
Mia, my dear, if you have any ideas, now is the time to present them.
Mr. Grossberg.
Remember, silence is not golden. In court, anyway.
Silence is not golden, huh? Well, in that case... Your Honor? I guess it would be ruled an accident, huh?
Yes, Miss Faye?
I believe that if we were to piece together everything we've heard up until now, we should be able to solve the mystery of how Mr. Swallow died.
That would be most impressive.
Quite the brash statement coming from a rookie. But even a beginner like you must understand the basic rules of the court, yes? An attorney must be able to substantiate their arguments with evidence.
Huh, of course I know that.
Actually, I had totally forgotten about that. Now then, Miss Faye, let me see what you've got. Show me how you believe the victim was electrocuted.
Okay. Yeah, here. As for the cause of death, I'd say this picture captures it quite well.
What? But there's nothing that even remotely resembles a murder weapon here. I'm afraid the defense is going to have to explain this in a bit more detail. Miss Faye, where exactly in this photo is the murder weapon?
Is this? Is that? That right there. Well, naturally, it's right here.
What is that?
A severed electrical cable, I believe, Your Honor. Remember the testimony we've heard. The machines the pharmacology students use in their experiments require high voltage. And because of that, there are special high voltage cables strung up everywhere.
So then, the high voltage cable.
Yes, the high voltage cable is the cause of death. That is the most likely explanation.
That certainly sounds plausible. Well, Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this?
Well, I believe some praise is in order.
Don't toy with me, old man.
Now, the victim's cause of death may indeed have been a high-voltage cable. However, I want you to think about what that really implies. The only one who had the opportunity to use the cable as a murder weapon was the defendant.
Well, what did he cut it with?
That much is certainly true.
Yes, and that's not all. We have proof.
Okay, where?
Irrefutable proof that will establish Mr. Wright was the murderer.
You do? Well, what is it?
His fingerprints.
Fingerprints? You mean that the defendant's fingerprints were on something besides the medicine bottle?
That's why the bottle went missing. Someone lifted those fingerprints and put them on the cable to frame Phoenix.
Let's take another look at the crime scene photo. As you can see, the victim is wearing a leather jacket. And as you may know, leather holds fingerprints quite well.
Ah, you mean...
Yes, it was quite clearly imprinted on the chest area of the victim's jacket. The palm print of the defendant's very own hand.
Well, that just proved he, like, shoved him. Not that he used the cable.
I can only think of one way Mr. Wright could have left a print like that. Intent on murder. He squarely pushed the victim towards the severed electrical cable.
Fucking sussy baka. Honestly, Phoenix's outfit looks like something I would wear. Like from the back, the jeans and the pink sweater with the little accessory. Yeah. That's enough! I think we can conclude there is no reason to continue with this cross-examination. Give me another witness. Stick a fork in us. Wrong one. We're done. Mr. Grossberg. My hemorrhoids never lie. The show is over, Mia. I knew that boy was guilty the first time I saw him. No! You're wrong! Mr. Wright is innocent! No further evidence is required to convince me of this man's guilt. Your Honor! At this time, I am prepared to render a verdict in this case. I didn't lose any points, though. Fuck it up, Mia. Do you have something further to add, Ms. Faye?
Is this what you want, Mr. Wright? You still haven't told us the truth. The whole truth. If you don't say something now, the judge is going to hand down his verdict.
But I can't. I just can't say it. If I told you what really happened, then I'd be...
It's okay, Mr. Wright. I'm your attorney. You can trust me.
Miss Faye.
Look at the little baby! He's so little! No matter what it is you have to say, I believe in you, and I'll represent you until the very end.
We've already established the defendant's guilt. There is no further need for him to say anything.
Wait a minute!
Mr. Wright?
I'll tell you what really happened. He's so mad.
But I've already told you, Mr. Wright, there's no need for further...
I did it. I admit it, I pushed him! It's my fault. My fault that Doug Swallow is dead. Oh dear. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business! I'm telling you for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Stop it! Don't talk about her like that! What you just said. Was that the truth? Yes, I was afraid. Afraid that if I told the truth, everyone would think I was the murderer for sure. Well, as things currently stand, we're all absolutely convinced you are. Please give me one more chance to explain. This time I swear I'll tell the whole truth. It'll be okay, won't it, Miss Faye? I believe in you. Oh. Thank you. I still can't believe it. He really did push the victim. It feels like my... What? Who the fuck not translated this. What awful dated bullshit. Jesus. Oh, mercy. You know, I've seen the argument defense lawyers defend criminals, but that couldn't be said the same for prosecutors by pushing their own agendas, possibly on innocent people based on their own conclusions or refusing to admit they were wrong. Yeah, lawyers are kind of a gray area. We've got some young Phoenix fans in here. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. I lost my temper and gave him a shove. At that moment, I heard some kind of loud noise. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. So I went back, but he was just lying there, dead. It is so funny, it's cringe. Yeah, I guess so.
Well, the explanation is really quite simple. When you pushed him, Mr. Swallow flew back and touched the electrical cable.
Do the Harlem Shake? I mean, that's pretty much all I can do with the model.
He died from the shock. And that, as they say, is that.
A simple explanation indeed.
At the time of the incident, a light rain had been falling. Wet from the rain, the victim was more easily electrocuted.
That's why I think the umbrella had something to do with it, but oh well. But when I pushed him, there weren't any electrical cables nearby. If there had been something like that, even I would have noticed it. That's true. Even a doofus like him couldn't miss that. Not a doofus. Ms. Faye, let me warn you right now, if your cross-examination doesn't yield any new facts, I intend to deliver my verdict without further delay. Are we clear on that?
Yes, Your Honor. Don't give up, Mia.
We're not. Not yet.
If he is innocent, there must be some kind of evidence somewhere that'll prove it.
Points for not saying that's how the cookie crumbles. That guy, he was talking bad about Dolly. What was he saying? I'm nosy.
So what kinds of things did Mr. Swallow say to you?
He said all sorts of terrible things about Dolly. He said she was a bad girl. Oh? Is that all?
Yep.
Well, Ms. Faye, you hurt him yourself. Oh, boy, you're not doing yourself any favors here, Phoenix. Please don't make this harder for me than it already is. Anyway, after he said that, I lost my temper and gave him a shove.
Can you tell me about what happened in a little more detail?
That guy, he just said what he wanted to say to me. And then he put on the jacket he was holding and started to leave. That's when I lost my temper and flew into a furious frenzy. Yeah, I think he was trying to warn him, but Phoenix didn't listen. As my mother always said, that's the power of pussy, baby. I just gave him a light, gentle shove to the chest.
And when you did that, there was no severed cable anywhere to be seen?
Right! There was nothing like that at all.
But is it possible that you merely overlooked it?
No, listen, she would tell me that shit like when I was in high school, and I'm like, Mother, please shut up. Mother, no! Man, my mother and my grandmother were unhinged. They'd say shit like that, just no filter. Ugh. But honestly, she was not wrong. Phoenix ended up in court for this lady. Helen of Troy started a war. And all that shit. Well, I guess it's possible. Rapper Owitch? Never heard of him. What are you doing? Don't let that guy steamroll over you like cheap asphalt. The things men do for puss is outstanding. It really is. I believe what's important here is that the push occurred. Let's continue with the testimony. At that moment, I heard, yeah, what was the noise? A loud noise? And what would you say that loud noise was, Mr. Wright? Oh, a Japanese rapper. Okay. Alright. I'll have to look her up. I'm not sure, but it was really loud. It was like, snap! You know, come to think of it, I wonder what that was. Clearly, Your Honor, it was the sound of the victim being electrocuted. Thank you, Elliot. I appreciate that. You know, her objection sounds very similar to, Francisca's. Just, you know, an observation. You're not qualified to decide that. What should I do? I'm treading on some dangerous ground here. Ask for more details, leave it alone. You know me, if you gotta ask for more details, you gotta ask for more details. Mr. Wright, that loud noise you heard may be extremely important. So try to remember what it was. How do I put it? It was like a sharp crack. Ah! Could it have been? Yes? Could it have been? Hurry up and tell us! When I pushed him, he dropped the umbrella he was holding. Aha! He fell right on top of it and it broke. That was probably the noise I heard. An umbrella, huh? And did that umbrella belong to the victim? Yeah, it was a plastic umbrella, cheap and frail. Kinda like the owner. Shut up, Phoenix! Then again, I wish I had any kind of umbrella. I was totally soaked to the bone. Miss Faye? What do you think? Is there something important in that testimony? Shit. I mean, probably the fact that it was raining. Oh, that means the cord maybe... sure, why not? Let's give it a shot. Well... Yeah! This is it, Mia. The new information you've been waiting for. Of course it's important. No, this cheap umbrella is more than important, it's vital. I want to officially have it entered into the testimony. Ha! How perfectly fitting. Flimsy information for a flimsy lawyer. The court agrees to the defense's request. Witness, please add the bit about the cheap umbrella to your testimony. Hockey fans are smart. Alright. Although I will say, most urban areas, even in deep red states, are usually blue, or at least purple. After I shoved him, he fell down on top of his cheap umbrella. A little while after I left, I started to get worried. Why? After you shoved the victim, did you leave the scene right away? Yes, I did. I admit it. I was furious.
You left without even checking Mr. Swallow's condition?
Well, yeah, but like I said, I got worried about him later. So I went back, but he was lying there dead. Oh, time of death, 3 p.m. Electric shock. So we see the broken umbrella, we see the cord. It looked like the victim fell backwards. Like onto his back. But then, here, when someone took a photo, he's on his stomach. But I'm trying to figure out how that... And when did he get the Cold Killer X? Because Phoenix didn't say anything about that. At that time, did you see anyone else at the scene of the crime? Quit coughing! Nope, nobody. Jeez, could that stupid cough possibly sound any phonier? Did the shock propel him forwards onto his stomach? I don't know. It could have.
In that case, it's very hard to believe someone else could have been the murderer.
Unless we can find something that shows his innocence from the testimony. Yeah, okay. Right now I need more info. Info that will help me turn up some contradictions. Oh. And that was it. Okay. Are there any things that I didn't press? I lost my temper and gave him a shove. I think we already pressed this one, but let me... Yeah, we already pressed this one. Damn it! Okay, he put on the jacket, started to leave. Yeah, see, look, he fell on his back! Yeah, we should show that. Okay. Yeah. He fell down on his umbrella, but let's... There's the crime scene photo. See, he's on his stomach, and his umbrella is off to the side with the handle broken. And the cord is severed. Why don't we try presenting it here? Okay, I think this is what we need to be doing. Why didn't you testify about the umbrella from the very beginning? Oh, I don't know if there's a crowd. Come on, if I had mentioned that, I would have been able to counter the prosecution's arguments earlier.
What do you mean by that?
Take another look at the crime scene photo. According to Mr. Wright, the victim fell on top of his umbrella. However, if you look closely, the umbrella is nowhere near the victim. Actually, it's by the electrical pole.
You're absolutely right.
The conclusion here is obvious. After the defendant left, the victim moved from where he fell. In other words, after he was pushed by the defendant, Mr. Swallow was still alive. No!
Order! 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 The victim, he moved. Mr. Payne, the umbrella in this photo, where is it now?
Well, it was collected by the police at the crime scene.
I want it presented as evidence immediately.
Umbrella added to the court record.
But the umbrella could have been simply blown by the wind.
According to the testimony, the victim fell on top of the umbrella. There's simply no way it could have been blown there by the wind.
I know this matter of the umbrella seems relatively trivial, but as long as the smallest doubt remains, I cannot render final judgment.
No!
I must say, I still find it hard to believe that a huge hole has been blown in the prosecution's case by the defendant's testimony.
Phoenix's testimony added to the court record.
Well done, Mia.
Heh, fucking awesome.
Mr. Payne, what are you chuckling about?
Pardon me, Your Honor. It seems I was expecting too much of a free ride. It was foolish to think I could establish guilt through cross-examination alone.
I'm afraid I don't follow what you're saying.
Let me guess. You have another witness.
Yes, bring Dolly to the stand.
Exactly. And this witness's testimony will be incontrovertible.
I had to read that for a second.
Well, who is this witness?
Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Dahlia Hawthorne? You don't mean Dolly?
I do, Your Honor. The defendant's very own lover is a witness to the whole thing. That's right. She was at the scene of the crime when the murder took...
Of course she was. How fucking convenient.
I'm sorry to break the bad news to you, my dear.
Huh. Oh, she's just brushing it off. Bad news? You couldn't be more wrong. Actually, I've been waiting for this.
You can't be serious.
Ha! A pain in the ass. That's probably what he was named for. Beyond reasonable doubt exists for a reason. That it do.
Mia, what do you mean by that? I think this is a good point for us to stop at. Court will now enter a 20-minute recess. Afterwards, we will listen to the testimony of Miss Dahlia Hawthorne.
Alright, hey Jim, hey Bob. Ms. Faye, I'm sorry about what happened back there. It's alright. At least you told us the truth in the end, Mr. Wright. Yeah. So, I guess I can start to relax then, huh?
Relax, my boy! You can't be serious after hiding such important facts.
But the next witness is my Dolly, right? She'll save me. I just know she will.
Mm-hmm.
Why do you think that? Huh? What do you mean? She's the love of my life, that's why. The love of your life, huh? Would you mind telling me more about you and Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne? Sure, no problem. Dolly and I, we first met about 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse. What were you doing? Look how cute!
Actually, I'm studying to be a lawyer on the side. What the fuck? How can you study to be a lawyer on the side? But okay. Anyway. If I had a nickel for every time a woman framed her partner and tried to make it seem like she had no choice when that was her plan the whole time, and in fact did the murder herself, I'd have 2 nickels, which is not a lot, but weird that it happened twice. Yeah. Also, why is she carrying a parasol inside of a courthouse? One day, she and I just bumped into each other in the reading room downstairs. That's why I really think it was fate that brought us together. Or careful planning. As soon as I first set eyes on her, I knew she was the one for me. Oh, here, take a look at this. Oh? She gave this to me the day we met as a symbol of our love. Bro, you've been manipulated. Duped. She'd been wearing it around her neck that day, but then she took it off. But before she gave it to me, she said, "I want you to carry this." So she gave it to you as a present, I see. This darling little bottle is filled with memories of my darling little dolly. It certainly is a little bottle, all right. It makes me so happy I show it to everyone I meet. I want to share my happiness with the whole world. Dahlia's present, borrowed from Phoenix Wright. Okay. Anyway, after that, you and Ms. Hawthorne started dating? Yeah, but she's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. It do look like that. Yes, it do. Please give it back now. What? What a strange girl, asking for a present back like that. By the way, Mr. Wright, the day you first met Dahlia Hawthorne 8 months ago, it wouldn't happen to have been on August 27th, would it? Huh? Yeah, it was. How did you... This happened on August 27th, right here in this courthouse. I will get to that in a moment. I really have to go to the little VTuber's room. I finished all my lemonade. Give me a moment, and we will return.
Okay, we're back. Whee! Okay. August 27th. Oh, that's the day after your birthday. Okay, cool. A lot of criminals in these cases are redheads. Well, I guess if we're assuming Dolly's guilty, Dolly, Mimi Miney is another. Oh, Max was a redhead too, wasn't he? Oh, I'm seeing a pattern. Dang, why they hate Ginger so much? That's rude, Capcom. But whatever. Okay, what happened in the courthouse, Mia? What's this? A newspaper clipping? Let's see. Murder in the courthouse? Murder? What are you reading there? Let me see that. Oh, I see. Mia, I think I understand what you're trying to say. Oh, right, April, May. True. And I think I understand why you suddenly took such a keen interest in this case. You believe there is some connection between these two cases, am I correct? What happened? Does it have to do with her mama? I hope you don't mind, Mr. Grossberg. I need to finish this myself. Yes, but I'm afraid what you have will not be enough, my dear. I'll go and have a look in the downstairs reading room and see what else I can find. Thank you. I want to do whatever I can to be of help to you, Mia. Well, it looks like recess is about over. We'd better all get moving. I guess so. That recess sure seemed longer than 20 minutes, though. Oh, to be continued! What? Why do I keep trying to drink out of the lemonade thing? Yeah, man, we're gonna finish. We haven't even hit 2 hours yet. Let's go! April 11th, 12:13 p.m., District Court, Courtroom number 2. Court will now reconvene. Mr. Payne, please call your witness.
This next person is someone who witnessed the crime as it happened. The prosecution calls Miss Dahlia Hawthorne to the stand.
Okay, but that design. Oh my god, she's so pretty. God, so cute. Always feels like the deeper you go in the Ace Attorney timeline, the longer the tutorial case is. I guess so. What's with this stiff silence? In my long career as a judge, I have been deceived by many witnesses. It is my job to doubt, to take no one at their word. But in your case, I must admit you radiate a glow of complete sincerity. Uh-huh. She do be a butterfly goddess. I can't believe he actually said that! Witness, could you please state your full name? The face of evil! You're right, Elliot. I was thinking her design looked familiar, but yeah, Clamp. Don't worry, sweetie, there's no need to be nervous.
If anyone says anything rude, you can be sure I'll cut them right down to size.
and I will bash them with my gavel.
I love how they look straight at me when they say that.
Thank you for calming my nerves. You are all so nice. I almost feel right at home.
God. You're at the pet store. Why are you thinking ferrets or snakes? Nature often has deceptive appearances to fool and devour. True. She's carnivorous! Yes, an evil mind.
Not at all.
It was nothing.
If we may move on now, what is your full name and occupation?
My name is Dahlia Hawthorne. I'm a junior in literature at Ivy University. I just want to say, it's an honor for me to be here in your noble presence.
The honor is all mine. Oh, here she comes. She's a man-eater.
No, the honor is all mine.
Ferrets are adorable, but they're a little stanky. You agree with Pillow? What about nature? Well, we know whose milkshake brings all the boys to the yard. Who translated this? I love that.
Sir?
Is there something I can help you with?
You just go on and say whatever's on your mind.
I'm sure that there must be some kind of mistake. Feeny wouldn't kill anyone.
Not you, robot Phoenix.
I just know it.
Yes, I can see why you'd say that.
She's gonna be a tough witness, all right. It only took her 12 seconds to wrap them all around her little finger.
Kellis would be proud. Now then, please proceed with your testimony. Let's hear about what you witnessed on the day of the incident, if you please.
All right.
I had been planning to go back to Feeny's place after class was over.
She's 20. Phoenix is 21, but yeah, they do need to calm down.
Feeny and Dougie, they were talking behind the building. Then suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed.
Uh-huh.
That's when Feeny noticed that I was there. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
That is completely different than Phoenix's testimony.
I don't know what to say. According to you, Ms. Hawthorne, the defendant didn't do anything wrong.
Young lady, as old as I am, even I recall how hot the flames of young passion can burn.
Jesus.
Nevertheless, it is my job to discover the truth. Please tell us the truth.
But I would never.
That's more than enough, witness. I won't allow this to continue.
What do you mean by that?
Please, just let me proceed with my cross-examination, Your Honor. I, for one, don't plan to win my case on a bunch of paper-thin lies. The creeps in the court gallery.
You haven't changed a bit, Mia Fey.
Bitch, is there beef?
What's this? So you two are acquainted?
Yes, we've met before. Once.
In any case, Ms. Fay, the floor is all yours.
It's good to see you again, Madam Fay.
Madam? I'm no one's grandma yet, girly. Okay.
I had been planning to go back to Phoneix's place after class was over.
Okay. Now, unless I'm mistaken, Mr. Wright, is in the art department. If that's the case, then what were you doing by the pharmacology building?
Well, I'm in the literature department. I'm studying Japanese senryu poetry.
Oh, how wonderful! It's that humorous yet satirical style of haiku, yes?
Nothing left to do. When a man reaches this age, sleep is his best friend.
Ouch! That's supposed to be poetry? Sounds more like a midlife crisis. Let me guess, she was the rookie lawyer in her first case and Dahlia's lies convinced... Oh, that would be interesting.
For me to get to the art department, I have to walk back through that area.
Ah, yes, I see. That makes sense. When I want to enter the courthouse, I always walk through the front doors. Thanks for that. How else would you enter? Teleportation?
Phoneix and Dougie, they were talking behind the building.
So who is this Dougie person?
Oh, I'm sorry. Dog Swallow. We were dating until about 8 months ago.
So what were Mr. Swallow and Mr. Wright talking about anyway? Oh yeah, it's usually multiple use. Oh. Why so quiet, Dolly?
How can you be so mean? I would never eavesdrop. I wasn't raised to be so rude and unrefined.
She's even pretty when she cries. Is this the definition of white woman tears? That's right, Ms. Fay. Don't you drag the witness down to your level. Why am I being demonized here? Please, go on. What did you see next?
And suddenly, Dougie got all wobbly and just collapsed.
Are you saying that the victim just collapsed on his own?
Yes.
In other words, the defendant never touched the victim. Is that right?
I was watching the whole time. Phoneix never did a thing to Dougie.
If I press her for no good reason, I know the judge will get angry with me. So what should I do about her testimony just now? We gotta show a contradiction because Phoenix's testimony contradicts hers. But first, we save. Feeble lies are not very becoming, Ms. Hawthorne, so let's drop them, shall we?
What? I would never.
Ms. Fay! Ugh, wrong voice. I will not allow you to badger this witness. I believe the defense is engaged in a fishing expedition. That is, she has no supporting... Please don't glare at me like that. I'm just doing my job. Now then, Ms. Hawthorne. The defendant's palm print was found on Mr. Swallow's leather jacket.
It has already been shown that Mr. Wright did in fact push the victim.
What?
There's no need to try and cover for the defendant. I feel eavesdropping is a broad term for any sort of listening to a conversation, including when people are talking very loudly. Right, yeah. Of course I heard you. You're being loud. Yeah, if Phoenix was yelling, that would make sense. It would be much better if you came out and told us the whole truth.
There's nothing to worry about, young lady. Just tell us everything that you saw.
Yes, Your Honor. I will. If you don't mind, I'd like to revise my testimony.
Looks like we're finally getting somewhere.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. It didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything unusual either. I went to go and find some other students, and they called the authorities.
That girl. She's telling a super obvious lie, and she knows it. She's just pretending to protect Mr. Wright. Yeah, that's gotta be it. Way to go, Mia. Okay, that means I'm gonna have to dig deep to find the contradiction on this one. Yeah, Feeny and Dougie were talking behind the building. I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. You didn't see it?
Well, I saw the moment when Dougie fell to the ground.
And at that time, there was only the two of them at the scene. The defendant, Phoenix Wright, and the victim, Doug Swallow.
Yes,
That's right. Wait, Phoenix and Swallow? Dolly dates bird boys.
it didn't look like they were fighting, and I didn't hear anything.
Okay, but what did you hear? So then what did it look like they were doing to you?
I thought they were having a nice, friendly afternoon conversation.
Aw, give me a break.
That's why I really wasn't watching them all that closely.
Did you notice anything out of the ordinary at all?
She should date a Wilma, I guess so.
Nothing at all, Mr. Judge.
Oh, I like the sound of that, Mr. Judge. Now then, please.
Yeah. I went to go and find some other students. When you say students, do you mean students from the pharmacology department?
Yes, they're all very fond of their
Drugs! Okay. God damn it, Pillow! Ugh. Please try and stay on topic. So to find some pharmacology students, you went to the labs, correct?
That's what I was planning to do. But in the end, I wound up not going. A group of about 10 research students came running out of the building entrance.
Why?
Somehow they all seemed to know what was going on.
Well, maybe they heard that noise. The students knew what was going on. Whenever they say, press for more details, we press for more details. But how could the students have known what was going on?
Well, I don't know for sure that they knew what had happened. It's just, they all seemed kind of excited about something.
Huh. Doesn't look like I'm gonna get any more info about the students.
So, did the students call the police?
Yes, I was so panicked.
Anyone would have been, my dear.
That girl. Okay, so I need to find out. Maybe it was the sound of the umbrella. Okay, so Feeney's place. They were talking behind the building. Okay.
Oh, okay, I already pressed on this. Yeah. I'm gonna try the umbrella thing, because that's all I've got. Didn't look like they were fighting. I didn't hear anything unusual. Wait! I didn't hear anything unusual. Are you sure? Let's try this. Oh, there it is. You say you didn't hear anything unusual. Is that correct?
Yes, that's why I was very relaxed, looking at the scenery around me.
That's nice. But I find that just a little odd. I have here the testimony of your boyfriend, Mr. Phoenix Wright. And he clearly testified to the effect that when he pushed the victim, he heard a sharp, loud noise.
He said that?
If you were really that close to the two of them, why didn't you hear this noise as well? Hi, Rose. Good morning.
Maybe the noise just wasn't all that memorable.
But according to Mr. Wright's testimony, it was a sharp noise like a snap. There's no way a noise like that could fail to make an impression. There we go.
May I have a moment to answer?
By all means.
I don't know the reason why I didn't hear the noise.
What's happening tonight, Rose?
You see, the truth is, I had my headphones on, and I was listening to music at the time.
Headphones? You mean that both of your ears were covered?
The rain was just beginning to let up, but it seemed as though Thor wasn't ready for his fun to come to an end yet. So the sky continued to flash and rumble.
Thunder and lightning, huh?
Yes, I'm afraid of the sound of thunder, so I put my headphones on to block it out.
That's a load of shit! Unless you're near the campus farms, what beautiful scenery is there? I don't know, depends on the campus.
Well, Your Honor, as you can see, there weren't any contradictions in her testimony after all.
Are we sure about that? Wait a sec, Mia! That testimony just now! She said something that could totally change this whole case. Lightning! Right. If there was a lightning strike... Your Honor, there is a problem with the witness's testimony. What do you mean? Didn't you notice? She said there was lightning, correct? Yes, what about it? Well, lightning is actually a large discharge of electricity in the atmosphere. Am I right? Now's not the time for a science lesson, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Anyway, since the cause of death was electrocution, isn't it possible that the victim died from being hit by a bolt of lightning? Aha! I must admit, the thought had not occurred to me, obviously. We got into this really hard cafe to get into. You had to make a reservation a month or two in advance. Kirby! Oh my god, enjoy the Kirby Cafe. I bet it's gonna be a fucking blast. Oh, lovely. And hell yeah, Tokyo Skytree. That sounds great. Just what kind of thoughts do occur to this guy anyway? Right? I love Kirby. That's my son.
This entire case is built on the premise that Mr. Doug Swallow was murdered. But that very premise itself is mistaken. The defense believes that Mr. Swallow was, in fact, the victim of a stray bolt.
It appears the defense may be onto something. Could it be that the death was actually accidental?
Alright, you did it, Mia! It's not gonna be that easy. It can never be. Get a reservation in advance, okay. What are you so smug about, you bastard?
I'm hurt that you have such a low opinion of me, Ms. Fay.
Huh?
I'm not a fool, you know. The prosecution has done its research, Your Honor. We found that there were no lightning strikes on that day at that location.
Well, then she lied! Uh-oh. What's more?
What's more? We have evidence that the electrical cable is definitely linked to this case.
Evidence, Mr. Payne? What is this evidence?
This affidavit.
And who is this affidavit from?
The pharmacology students who were conducting experiments in their labs that day. Allow me to read out to the court the testimony of the pharmacology students. All equipment in the labs lost power all of a sudden at around 3 p.m. that day.
Was it a blackout?
All of the lab's equipment runs on high voltage, Your Honor.
So you're saying the equipment lost power because...
Precisely. They lost power because of the severed electrical cable. The power outage occurred at approximately 3 p.m.
Which fits with the time of death listed in the autopsy report.
Exactly. In other words, the victim died as a result of touching the severed electrical cable.
Bro, you either are gonna have to get a second suitcase or ship some stuff home. The voice you're doing for Pain reminds me of the judge from Super Mario Sunshine. I have not played that, so I don't know what that sounds like. I'll have to take a look.
According to the students, the cables were very old. They were planning on having them replaced in the near future.
I see.
Apparently, the cables had become so brittle that even the smallest bump would have caused them to break.
Student's testimony added to the court record. Said the impact was at 2:55, but Phoenix said he didn't leave till 3 o'clock. Interesting. There is one thing that troubles me. It is an accident waiting to happen. Ha! Lawsuit. If the cable could have been broken by any small bump, then it wouldn't have snapped if it hadn't been bumped into, correct?
Well, I suppose you could say that.
Ms. Fay, do you have any thoughts regarding the cause of the severed cable?
Do I? I don't like how this is looking one bit. I have to come up with something to try and regain some momentum. If it pleases the court, the defense would like to state its opinion. Okay. Well then, let's hear it. Okay. It's fine. Who or what was it that caused the cable to break? The umbrella, maybe? I want to read it. Murder in the courthouse. Very little information is being disclosed at this time since the victim of yesterday's incident in the district courthouse cafeteria is said to have been a lawyer. However, police are questioning the 19-year-old female college student who was sitting with the victim. Interesting. Ace Attorney is an intense game, but we love it. Ugh. I don't know. What would break it? I was thinking the umbrella, but... Ugh. Yeah, stretch for a second. The victim in that case, in the newspaper... What? Oh, is this game's... Is it? Huh. Interesting. We'll have to see how that plays out. Okay, it broke due to an impact. $255. I want to say it was Dahlia that caused the cable to break, but I don't have any evidence. Found broken near an electrical pole. Well, I saved, so I guess I'll try the umbrella, because if it was near the electrical pole, if it bumped into it, maybe... Let's give it a shot. Nope! That was not it. Okay. Was it Doug? Did he bump into it? I'm so confused. I mean, I don't know. I could try and present her and fake it till I make it. Nope, that's not it either. Damn it. Martha, you can't just be petty. Even though I want to just be petty, I can't do it. Okay, what do we know? So it wasn't the umbrella. I wonder if it was Doug. Oh, fuck. I didn't mean to press that button! Oh, pettiness always wins? Okay. Press the fucking arrow button, not the E button, damn it. R. Doug? No! Why are all of my hunches wrong? I'm usually so much better at this. Watch. Pills. I'm still trying to figure out how the pills fit into all. What if the pills were thrown at it? Nope! What else can I try? I didn't think the necklace would do it, because Phoenix was still wearing it. I'm stumped. April 9th, 3 p.m. cause of death, fatal shock. I don't think that's a crowd in the back pillow. Those are trees and then buildings. There's the power lines. The umbrella is here. Doug. Where's the pill bottle? Is it in his other hand that's not shown here? But we already tried the pill bottle. What about the other photo? I'm still hung up on the fact that his watch is just a few minutes after 3 o'clock. Was it Phoenix? Oh! It was Phoenix! Okay. Well, let's hear it out. Your Honor, please think back to Mr. Wright's testimony.
The defendant's testimony?
He said that after he pushed the victim, he heard a loud, sharp noise. Oh! So his push caused the impact. I was thinking physically what came in contact with the thing. It's fine. Now, this happened at around 3 p.m., correct?
Yes, that sounds right. Wait, are you saying that...
The lab equipment lost power at 2:55 p.m., which fits right in Mr. Wright's timeline. In other words, it was Mr. Wright's shove that caused the power outage. Damn it.
Yes, the prosecution also came to that same bullshit. And it was that very shove that caused Mr. Swallow to be electrocuted.
I'm afraid I can't agree with you there, Mr. Payne.
What's that supposed to mean?
Take a good look at where the victim landed after being shoved. See the umbrella? It's by the electrical pole. That's right. The victim banged into that pole as a result of being pushed. It was that impact that caused the cable to break. See, so when I said it was Doug, technically I was right.
Well, that makes sense. And then the victim was electrocuted.
Oh? I'm sorry, Your Honor, but no, it doesn't make sense at all. If the victim was shoved into the far pole, then he couldn't have been electrocuted by this severed cable in the foreground here. Oh! In other words, someone other than my client must have electrocuted the victim. I bet Dolly did it to shut him up. Order! Order in the court. Uh-huh. The lamentations of my enemy. How I've longed to hear them.
It's true. The defense is absolutely correct. There doesn't seem to be...
Mr. Judge, sir, may I say something? The Madam Attorney's explanation, she said some things that are a little different than I remember them.
Of course they were. Bitch.
Please, just once more. May I please testify one last time? Please, Mr. Judge.
Of course it's all right. Dahlia, you witch. Just go right ahead and give your new testimony.
This is it. She's finally starting to show her true colors.
The truth is, Feeny pushed him twice. The first time was into the electrical pole. That's when the cable broke. Then Dougie tried his best to run away from him. But Feeny caught up and crashed into him from behind. The cable snapping and Dougie being electrocuted. It all occurred in less than a minute.
So after being shoved, the victim got up and tried to run away.
And that is when the defendant pushed him for a second time.
Right? He left.
I'm so sorry, Phenie, but I just have to tell the truth. Am I doing the right thing? Am I, Mr. Judge?
Of course you are, my dear. As painful as it may seem, you are. Now then, Miss Fay, you may proceed with your cross-examination.
Alright, truth is, Phenie pushed him twice. Nah. Ms. Hawthorne, previously in your testimony, you said the following.
Actually, I didn't see the moment he pushed Dougie. I know. I'm sorry. I wanted to protect Phenie.
The lion, the witch, the audacity of this bitch. So that's why you basically lied to the court?
I was a bad girl. I know. Mr. Judge,
Yes?
would you please forgive little old me?
Of course he won't! What you did is called perjury!
Come now, it was just a little old white lie. We'll forget it this one time. But please, be more careful from now on, alright?
Oh, thank you so much, Mr. Judge.
Not at all.
The judge had better be more careful himself. A dark alley is friendlier than that girl. I hadn't heard that one before, but I might keep that. Oh, beware your honor. Okay, got an achievement. The first time was into the pole. That's when the cable broke. You're saying you actually saw the victim get pushed into the electrical pole?
I know he doesn't look it, but Phenie can be a bit of an imp when he wants to be.
Really?
But I never imagined he would cause an electrical cable to break. Phenie is really scary when he gets mad.
Bitch!
Yes, he sounds like a very dangerous individual indeed.
Okay. I'm gonna save here if they get mad at me for pressing too much. Cause sometimes that do be happening. Sussy Bucka. Let me get this straight. You were happily listening to music on your headphones while you watched this scene unfold. Aha!
Miss Fay, I'll have to ask you to stop badgering the witness.
I wasn't happy. I was so scared that I couldn't even move. All I could do was stand there and
Cheer? What do you mean cheer them on? Cheer them on? What do you mean? Right? Thank you, Mia. Same brain cell.
well, I wish the best for them both and that they would each give the fight their all.
That doesn't make... And that's evil! Yeah, what happened? Oops, wrong button. But Phoenix's testimony... Does it have his whole testimony or just this? Nope. That didn't work. It only has that thing on it. It doesn't have his whole testimony. Okay. That doesn't doesn't sound quite right. There were handprints found on the chest of the victim's leather jacket. Mr. Payne, were there also prints found on the back of the jacket?
Well, no, there weren't.
Madam Fay, may I suggest that you listen a little more carefully? I said that he crashed into him from behind, right? My Feeny wouldn't leave any prints behind in that case, would he?
Beach. New Mario Luigi game. Hey, well that's good. Oh, well I'm glad you have happy things, and I'm glad I'm one of them. That makes me happy. Okay, but how do you know, bitch? Did you actually witness the moment the victim was electrocuted?
I'm sorry. I didn't actually see it. I turned my eyes away.
That's understandable.
Yes, indeed. It would have been a horrific sight for anyone to behold.
If I don't figure out the contradiction here, it's all over. She didn't have much time to come up with her lie, so this is my best chance. There must be a hole in her testimony somewhere. Think, Mia! Okay, I'll start from the beginning. Oh, thank you! I appreciate that. Sorry, it was a little much, but I'm glad you acknowledged it. But yeah, no, honestly, she's running in circles. Pushed him twice into the electrical pole, and then it broke. Then Dougie tried to run away. Phoenix caught up and crashed into him from behind. Where's the lie? I still am trying to figure out what the fuck the cold meds have to do with this. And this. Also this. Wait, what about this? Save. I feel like this is off because the students and their testimony at 2:55. Hey! That's where it was. That's enough, witness.
I'm afraid I don't understand.
You will in a minute. Could you please take a look at this picture? Yeah, the watch.
Oh, that medicine. That's the one Feeny likes to take for his cold.
It's not the medicine I want you to look at. It's the wristwatch. I was like, why did that take so long? It's the wristwatch. It stopped at the precise time the victim was electrocuted. In other words, 3:05 p.m. See, I knew the time was wonky.
Yes, and your point is, Ms. Fay?
My point is this. What time was it when the lab suffered that power outage due to the cable snapping?
Well, according to the student's testimony, the answer is clear.
Do you think at the 11th hour comes from Cinderella? No, I'm pretty sure it was Shakespeare. I'm pretty sure. Because there's been a lot of that going around today. You know, in regards to the election. I don't know why, but I think it's Shakespeare. Pretty sure. But I could see why you would make that, deduction.
According to the student's testimony, the answer is clear. It was 2:55.
Would you care to explain to the court, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne, what exactly happened during this 10-minute interval? The defense proposes that it was during this interval that the real murderer killed Mr. Doug Swallow. See, now I want to watch Cinderella.
This is nonsense! The real murderer!
Even you can't deny that the time between the cable breaking and the electrocution are completely unaccounted for.
Then who was it? Who else are you saying could have done it?
Funny French princess movie is my headcanon because that's more interesting. Okay. There's only one person who could have murdered Mr. Swallow. Only after my client had left the scene. Was there a window of opportunity for the real killer? Ms. Faye, is the defense ready to indict someone as... Yes, the fuck I am. I would love a little Disney movie marathon. I'm so down. Oh, and I wanted to watch a concert on Saturday after our stream. I gotta figure out what concert to pick.
I'm tangled. I'm tangled in cords.
It's finally time. Revenge! This is the moment I've been waiting for. Yes, Your Honor. We are ready. And we gonna save is what we're gonna do. Mario and Luigi Brothership. Okay. Well, if it's in the Discord server, a private Discord server, if you own it, yeah, I think so. What artists are you looking at? J-pop artists. I wanted to watch an Idol concert. I have a few, but I'm trying to pick which one. Alright, we ready. We are ready to be petty. Very well, but remember, if you accuse the wrong person, you will be penalized. Think very carefully before you speak, Ms. Faye. Okay, who is it? It's Dolly, duh. It could only have been you, Dahlia Hawthorne. Oh, how could you?
The defense is grasping at straws!
10 minutes passed between the time the cable broke and the time of the electrocution. What exactly were you doing that whole time, Ms. Hawthorne? Were you really listening to some music while cheering them both on as they fought? I find it hard to believe that you didn't lift a finger to stop the men dearest to you. Order! Order! Ms. Faye! What? I mean, why? That is to say, Ms. Hawthorne, I believe you did witness the two men fighting on that day. However, after Mr. Wright pushed the victim and subsequently left the scene, it was you who pushed Mr. Swallow to his death by your very own hands. Why is it windy in this courtroom? How could you say something so mean, Madam Faye? I didn't do anything. Ms. Faye, this is a very serious... Whoa! Phoenix? Phoenix, don't you dare defend her! Don't you fucking dare, Phoenix! Your Honor, please! I have something I want to say! You! What is it? Please, please strike everything the defense just said right now from the record. What the? Are you daft? You're totally wrong, Ms. Faye. Dolly, she couldn't do something like that.
fools, idiots, all of you! Men! Stupid men! Mr. Wright, get back in your seat! Bailiff, grab that man! Uh-huh. Leave my dolly alone! He's both daft and a punk. Yes, and a baka. That boy. He's gotten himself in way over his head. All right, Grossberg, what'd you find? Spill the tea, buddy. It seems I've arrived just in the nick of time. I found the police report on that incident in your newspaper clipping. Police report? We gotta read it. Thank you so much. This is exactly what I was hoping for. You'd better take a good look at it. It, details how you came to lose your boyfriend! Oh no! Oh, it's personal! Wait, hang on a minute. We all read some shit. District Courthouse Cafeteria, August 27th, 4 p.m. Victim Diego Armando. Ooh. Lawyer. Suspect Dahlia Hawthorne, aged 19. Armando ingested poison while interviewing the suspect regarding another case. Traces of poison were found in the victim's coffee cup. No poison was found in the vicinity or on the suspect's person. It is unclear how the poison entered the victim's coffee cup. So, wait a minute. Is Dahlia a serial killer? So, this lawyer was interviewing her about another murder, and then she murders that lawyer, gets together with Phoenix, and then murders this guy. Damn, Phoenix is lucky that he was probably next on her list. She really is like a Black Widow or like a praying mantis or some shit. Damn. Crazy. Okay. Well then. Mr. Payne, what do you have to say about this? A price on his head, for real. Really, Your Honor, that is,
May I interrupt you for just a moment, Mr. Prosecutor?
He's probably alive. The pendant's the poison! Yes! That's how the poison got in her coffee cup, was that fucking necklace. The only reason he's still alive is she couldn't poison Doug. Ooh! Does she have a thing against lawyers? That's why she says, give it back. Damn. Don't worry, my dear, I have this situation well in hand. That is, go right ahead.
Madam Faye, are you seriously accusing me of killing my sweet ducky?
Yes, I am. Not only am I saying you murdered Doug Swallow, but you also tried to pin the whole thing on your current lover, Phoenix Wright. That's right, Emily. You were right. It's still proof of her guilt, so she wants it back. Yeah, for real. I told you you should let me handle this. So sorry. Please, go ahead.
How can you say that? I'm absolutely devoted to my dear Feeny. The notion that I would try to frame him is ludicrous. This is all just too much for poor little me to bear.
Of course Dougie knew about it. That's why she killed him! I believe the girl is trying to ask what on earth her motive would be. Ludicrous?
The answer to that lies somewhere in this police report. It must. "8 months ago, an incident occurred in the basement cafeteria of this building. And then, that same day, the two of them accidentally... Oh, she was just trying to pawn the evidence off so that they wouldn't find the poison.
She doesn't love Phoenix at all!
The two of them accidentally meet. Your Honor, the defense requests further testimony from Ms. Dahlia Hawthorne.
Further testimony? What about?
About the events of the day when she first met the defendant, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
What could that possibly have to do with this case?
The witness claims she has no reason to frame the defendant, am I correct? Well, I have evidence that she, in fact, has a very good reason. Because they didn't have any physical evidence, Pillow. They didn't have that vial of poison.
Very well then, the court grants the defense request. Young lady, would you mind staying on for just a little bit longer?
Of course not, Mr. Judge.
Get ready for the battle of your life, Dahlia Hawthorne.
I first met my darling Phenie 8 months ago. It's like we were destined to meet in this very courthouse's basement reading room. The moment our eyes met, my heart skipped a beat. We've been going out ever since that fateful day.
We're so wovey-wovey, we widowy make people sick. It's just jealousy, I think. Mr. Wright, do that again, and you will be held in contempt of court.
And now we enter the final act of our little drama.
As we used to say in the days of my youth, go get her.
Amen, Grossberg. I agree. I definitely think Mia had an influence on him. 8 months ago, we were... Are you sure? Can I just present some evidence immediately? I don't think you were destined. You were being questioned. Damn it! Not that. Is it the newspaper clipping? No! I haven't pressed enough yet. I'm jumping the gun! She did throw the necklace that the first fool she could find. Grossberg is not a minister! The courthouse reading room, that's a strange place to meet the love of your life.
That's not true, Madam Faye. After all, Phenie was not only an art student, but he was also planning on becoming a lawyer.
I'm not talking about him. I'm talking about you, Ms. Hawthorne. What was a literature student like you doing in a courthouse reading room?
This line of questioning is a waste of time. It has nothing to do with our murder case.
Ms. Faye, I'm warning you. If this has nothing to do with Mr. Swallow's case.
I have to remember the judge is on Dahlia's side. I'd better tread carefully. Keep pressing. Well, save. Keep pressing. Your Honor, if you'll allow me some latitude, I think I can establish relevance. Please ask her to continue on with her testimony.
Very well. Young lady, I've got a simple question for you. What were you doing downstairs in the courthouse reading room?
I've never seen forensic files, actually. Press her good. All right, I'm gonna do it.
If it pleases your honor, the answer is simply this. I had come to this courthouse to do some research for a paper I was writing.
Were you? Are you sure? You were writing a paper on what?
On the relationship between modern Senyu poetry and the criminal underworld.
What a load of crap!
Am I getting old? Now I've even forgotten what I've forgotten.
Again with the midlife crisis stuff.
Mia, why did that girl really come to this courthouse? Isn't that what you wanted to know?
And speaking of forgetting things, you haven't forgotten the police report, have you?
No. I went through a lot of trouble to get it, my dear, so be sure to read it carefully.
I don't think you did. Ha ha! There we go. Aren't you tired of being the grieving father? Aren't I supposed to be? No, you're supposed to be the you're supposed to be goddamn mad. Let's get that bitch. Yes. Miss Hawthorne, Hawthorne, goddamn Texas. Miss Hawthorne, you weren't here because of your research paper, were you? Didn't you actually come here for a much more important reason? What is the meaning of that cocky smile on your face, Miss Fay? 8 months ago, right here in this very courthouse, there was another tragedy. Another tragedy?
Do you mean the incident in which an attorney was poisoned?
The name of the suspect in that incident is listed here in this report. And that name is Dahlia Hawthorne. Aha! Yes! The sweetie pie of everyone's eye, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. She was the prime suspect in a criminal case just 8 months ago.
Order, order, order! This is unbelievable! It's true then. The loveliest rose can hide the cruelest thorns.
Miss Fay, that's not fair! You can't slander my witness with an unrelated case. I, Winston Payne, will not allow it!
Mr. Prosecutor, I believe I was speaking.
Pardon me, go right ahead.
It's true that about 8 months ago, the police expressed some interest in me.
Express some interest, huh?
Mr. Judge, sir, I know I'm under oath, so I'll tell you the absolute truth.
How would they not? I know, they're stupid. They should know about that, but they don't because they're idiots. I did not commit the crime that occurred during that incident 8 months ago.
I see.
Okay, I've tied the two crimes together. Now I've just got to stay on the offensive.
Well done, Mia. Oh, you've really lit a fire in my heart and my buttocks. I can hardly tell which is more inflamed, my spirit or my hemorrhoids.
Why do they keep bringing up his hemorrhoids? Oi, more testimony.
I met the lawyer who was poisoned to discuss something in the cafeteria that day. I left my seat for just a moment, and that's when it happened. From what I heard, it was a liquid poison that's lethal at just 2 teaspoons.
Bitch, how do you know? Unless you did it.
Not only that, I heard it was a very special kind of poison. So you see, I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
So that's what happened here 8 months ago.
However, as you've heard from the witness's testimony, she had nothing to do with it. Bullshit. I think the defense is just about out of tricks.
I'm terribly sorry, Mr. Payne, but I'm afraid the defense has many more tricks up its sleeve today. If it bit her on the nose, she wouldn't know the truth. For fucking real, dude. Alright, let's go. Mia, you're glowing with a true lawyer's aura, my dear. That proud posture and self-confidence, absolutely smashing. Yes. Okay, here we go. I save. Go back. What were you discussing? Probably smuggled chemicals from the farm. Yeah! So true. You're so right. What were you talking about with the defense attorney?
Well, I'm sorry, but that's confidential.
According to the report, you were being interviewed regarding another case.
The lawyer that was killed. He said he wanted to talk about an incident I was caught up in when I was younger.
Why don't you tell us all what that incident was?
That has absolutely nothing at all to do with this case.
Objection sustained. The defense's question is stricken from the record. You get involved in a lot of incidents, don't you, Ms. Hawthorne?
Well, I guess I was just born under a bad sign.
Don't worry, Dolly, I'll protect you. No, you fucking won't, you idiot. You heard the man. Now that is true love, young lady.
Oh, Phoenix, please.
Blech. Oh, those two are really making me ill. Albeit for decidedly different reasons. Not the astrology girl. What did you leave your seat for? How long were you gone?
I've already answered all these questions for the police. But if you must know, maybe 10 or 20 minutes?
And where were you during that stretch of time? Using the toilet? What are you saying, Ms. Faye?
Toilet?
A toilet? My perfect little dolly doesn't poop? Shut up, Phoenix. Oh my god.
Oh, Phoenix.
Idiots. Idiots! Imbeciles! God, stupid, the little devil's room. Okay, here we go. Okay, how do you know, bitch? About how much liquid is 2 teaspoons? Let me see. My bottle of eye drops says half a fluid ounce, which is equal to 3 teaspoons. So it's about 2/3 of that amount, huh?
The poison was found in the lawyer's mug of coffee.
I'm surrounded by idiots, definitely. Right? Emily says, shut up, Phoenix.
It must have been after I left the table. Someone must have quietly slipped it in there.
Okay. We'll just press everything. A special kind of poison? How so?
I heard it's almost impossible to detect.
Someone bring up the Sicilian from The Princess Bride. Oh? And where would something like that come from?
I'm sorry. All I know is what I overheard the policeman saying.
I thought you said you'd never eavesdrop.
They said something about using advanced chemical processes to purify it.
Chemical processes? You know goddamn well Dick Gumshoe and those dumb fuckers at the police department don't know shit about that!
A teaspoon is roughly 6 milliliters, and if I remember correctly, it's 1,000 milliliters for a liter. That is correct, yes.
Impressive. Most impressive.
The better question is, how did the criminal get something like that?
The pharmacology department.
Are you sure? That's the reason they didn't arrest you? Because no one could show how you could have gotten the poison?
I think that's a good enough reason, Madam Faye.
She's right. And I think we've all...
Okay, yeah, no one could... Okay.
I know how. It's Doug.
Okay, lethal at 2 teaspoons. Very special. I'm innocent. I wouldn't even know where to get a poison like that.
Oh, but I think you did.
Yes, you wouldn't know how to get that kind of poison. I don't believe you.
What?
In fact, you had easy access to that kind of poison, didn't you? At your boyfriend's lab.
Boyfriend? You mean the victim, Doug Swallow?
That's right. Up until 8 months ago, Ms. Hawthorne was dating Mr. Swallow.
You've had your sister bring home chemicals in
chem class. Yeah, it's true. If you'll recall, Mr. Swallow was a pharmacology student at Ivy University.
Pharmacology!
His laboratory contained highly advanced chemistry equipment. In fact, without such equipment, the culprit could never have obtained such a rare and special poison. Hey! Well, Miss Hawthorne, it seems you had access to such a poison after all. And then it was a matter of slipping it into the victim's coffee when he wasn't looking. The only person who could have done that was the one sitting at his very table. You! This time it's personal.
Could it be?
That's nothing but a baseless...
May I say something, Madam Faye?
What is it, Miss Hawthorne? I saw that reference, Elliot.
The amount of poison in the coffee was 2 teaspoons, correct? In order to carry that much liquid, you would need some kind of container.
Well, lucky for us, bitch, you gave us one.
Well, yes, that's true.
I was searched immediately after the incident took place.
Quite true.
In fact, the entire courthouse was turned upside down.
But they didn't find a suspicious container anywhere, did they?
She's right. They even mentioned that in the report. Well, you could have easily gotten rid of something that small.
Excuse me, madam, but this is a court of law. If you're saying I threw the poison container away, I think you need to show some kind of proof.
Proof? It's okay, girl, we got proof.
Provide some evidence or I'll have to disallow this line of questioning, Miss Faye. Unless we can come up with some kind of evidence, we're going to lose this lead.
The police conducted a full-body search of Dahlia and the entire courthouse. And yet the container holding the poison disappeared right after the crime occurred. Yeah, let's do it.
It do be this thing.
Ha-ha! You were forced to get rid of the container in a hurry, weren't you? And that's why you passed it on to someone that had nothing to do with the case. someone that you knew wouldn't be searched.
Who is this person?
Mr. Phoenix Wright, of course.
So the defendant was this witness's accomplice?
Of course not. She gave the poison to him disguised as a present. What? But that's...
That's a charming little necklace. Is this a little bottle? It's really quite cute. So what about it? What does it mean, Miss Faye?
The day the witness met and fell for Mr. Phoenix Wright was 8 months ago. August 27th. The very same day as the poisoning incident. Under the pretense of love, the witness gave my client a present. All for the purpose of hiding the one piece of evidence that would give her away.
Are you saying there's a deadly poison in here?
No, there's no longer any poison in that bottle. However, I'm certain if the crime lab were to analyze it, they would find a trace amount.
Cry all you want, bitch. You go into jail.
Fuck you, Phoenix, you dumbass bitch! On behalf of Dolly, I object!
You're not a lawyer. You can't do shit. Me.
I won't let you bully her like this! Just admit you're a dumbass, it's fine.
Mr. Wright, I thought I told you to stay in your seat.
Mr. Wright, why? Why are you going through so much trouble to protect her?
Get your law degree, you buffoon!
Right. Why? Because I'm madly in love with her.
Madly in love. I haven't heard anyone say that in a long time.
Mr. Wright, have you ever thought about this? Why exactly would a woman like Dahlia Hawthorne want to date you? And ouch. Damn.
Well, I guess she must be madly in love with me, too.
Mr. Wright, please, open your eyes.
At this point in the trial,
I think it should be obvious to everyone. The real reason that Dahlia Hawthorne is dating you is because she's madly in love with you because of that necklace to keep you quiet. It's the necklace. Dahlia Hawthorne was not and is not madly in love with you.
Mia giving him a burning.
The only thing she's after is that bottle necklace you love to wear around your neck.
My necklace?
Back there in the waiting room, you said it yourself. She's so shy. Every time I see her, she always says the same thing to me. Please give it back now. What a strange girl asking for a present back like that. For Dahlia Hawthorne, that necklace is irrefutable evidence of her crime. Right, we gotta protect his ass now. That's why she absolutely had to get it back. You're lying. But you never gave it back to her. And to make things worse for her, you insisted on showing it to everyone you met. That's why she... I don't believe you. No, that's a lie! Mia, are you alright? The defendant, he's getting away! Bailiff, hurry, after him! What the fuck just happened? Mia, are you alright? Yes, I think so.
That boy, he went completely insane!
Where's Mr. Wright?
It looks like the bailiff caught him, so he should be back soon enough.
Thank goodness.
Oh no! The necklace is gone, isn't it?
The bottle necklace! Miss Hawthorne's present, it's gone!
What?
That's terrible! Mr. Wright must have grabbed it when he slammed into me.
Foolish boy, that's the only thing that could have saved him.
What in the blazes are we supposed to do now?
Mr. Wright! This sort of behavior is unprecedented in the history of this court.
I'm sorry. No, you're not. Quit lying. Lying man.
I'm afraid your apology is not enough.
Mr. Wright, what did you do with the bottle necklace? Forgive me, so you broke it, didn't you, ya fuckwad? Hi, Boo Bear. Hello, friend. It's okay, just give back the necklace. What? What the fuck you mean you ate it, you absolute... Oh, you Nimrod! You what? I'm good. I'm just, I'm kind of appalled at how stupid Phoenix is, but you know. You ate it? It was too big to swallow, so I had to chew it and... Well, now you're gonna be poisoned, you stupid man! What the... How did he chew glass? He's about my level of stupid. Your Honor, you've got to stop the trial. Mr. Wright, are you feeling okay? Does your stomach hurt? That bottle you swallowed may have had some poison left in it. I mean, she said there was trace amounts. It could still cause really bad symptoms, even if it doesn't kill him. Stupid is as stupid does, not the skill issue. What are you laughing? It seems the defendant has proven the prosecution's case for us. No, he never... Well, I mean, he's good as a lawyer, but yeah, common sense, common sense eludes him. Don't eat glass, please. Clearly that bottle did not contain a deadly poison. How can you be so sure? I think that's obvious. As you can see, the defendant is still very much alive. Welcome back, Lorenzo. Common sense eludes Maya more. They were meant for each other. As for the poison, more like a fledgling defense attorney's overactive imagination. Right, slow acting poison.
So it would seem.
No, there must be some mistake. The bottle must not have had any poison left in it. Either that or the poison must have lost its potency. There, it's all right, rookie. Trusting your client is the most noble thing a defense attorney can do. And it's heartwarming to see you place this much faith in Mr. Wright. But that's how it is for us on the prosecution side, too. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life, and you would end up dead. Which is why I can state that your assessment of her is completely wrong. That's enough.
Unfortunately, Miss Faye, I cannot accept your explanation of the events. Phoenix, did you just fuck it up for all of us? But why? This may be impossible for a beginner like you to understand. But in a court of law, evidence is everything.
Gah. Even after I proved so much, is she gonna get away with everything?
Well, now that the suspicion surrounding Miss Hawthorne has been cleared up, I would like to proceed with the... Mr. Wright. I'm sorry, Miss Faye. It totally slipped my mind. I'm really sorry. I know you believed in me, and I feel like I really let you down. Mr. Wright, what are you trying to say? There's something I forgot to tell you. What is it? That day, the day I met Doug Swallow. Yeah! What did he say? I want to know. I'm nosy. That girl, you shouldn't see her anymore. Hey, it's none of your business. I'm telling you, for your sake, if you continue to see her, it's gonna be bad news. You're lying! Just listen to me. There's something you need to know about that girl. Last night, someone stole poison from our lab. Poison? The same thing happened 8 months ago. A drug sample was stolen. She came to the lab that time too. It could only have been her. That girl is a thief. Stop it. Don't talk about her like that. No one's gonna believe you now, idiot. Is it true? Did he really say that? That's ridiculous. There's one more thing. After I pushed him that day, I got worried and came back to have a look. And she was there. Dolly was right there. She was crouched down next to him. What? She told me not to ever tell anyone about it, but... I'm sorry, Dolly. Your Honor, this is... The defendant is... Miss Faye, you tell him. Dolly didn't do it. She's innocent. Bitch, what side are you on? Yeah, I was about to say, they need to check the lab records. So Dahlia stole poison 8 months ago too, huh? If you put that together with Mr. Wright's testimony, then there's only one possible conclusion. The defense believes that Miss Dahlia Hawthorne stole some poison on the night before she killed Doug Swallow. The night before? Naturally, her motive for stealing it was to kill someone. Miss Faye. If you're so certain of your theory, let me ask you this. Ooh, Mia, this is your last chance. Think carefully now. There's something that she desperately wanted to get back. Therefore... Exactly who was Miss Dahlia Hawthorne Phoenix! Fuck, I should have saved earlier, but I'm pretty sure it was Phoenix. There was one person that was standing squarely in Miss Dahlia Hawthorne's way. And that person was... Mr. Phoenix Wright. Me?! That's preposterous! After all, it was Doug Swallow that was murdered. Well, it's true that that's how things worked out. But let's remember that Mr. Swallow died of electrocution, not poison. The person that Miss Hawthorne was planning to poison was, in fact, you, Phoenix Wright. There's no one else that it could be. How can that be? I thought Mr. Wright and Miss Hawthorne were in love.
Poor Mr. Wright. This must be killing him. Hang in there. I'll bring her to justice. I swear it. As I said before, the only thing Ms. Hawthorne truly cared about was the one piece of evidence linking her to that incident 8 months ago. That's right. The bottle necklace. That's all she cared about.
But even so, why would she go so far as to murder him?
Because he wouldn't give it back. 8 months ago, just after the fall of that attorney in the basement cafeteria, Dahlia Hawthorne could think of only one thing. How to get rid of the bottle necklace as quickly as possible. No, it can't be. It was a pretty good move she made, too. The evidence was missing for a long time. But there was just one big problem. Although she got him to hide the evidence, Mr. Wright refused to return it to her. To him, the tiny little bottle was a cherished treasure. He even showed it to everyone he met.
You mean that's why she tried to kill Mr. Wright?
Correct, Your Honor. It was to retrieve that piece of evidence.
That can't be true!
Where that bitch now?
Phoenix, what a joke you are.
Here she is.
Honestly, how can any woman ever count on you for anything? I even told you time and time again to keep your trap shut about me and that necklace. You disgust me.
Ms. Hawthorne?
It appears we're nearing the end of this trial. Fine. I can tell you plan on making me into a criminal, no matter what I say.
You are a criminal, Ms. Hawthorne.
We'll see about that. But first, where's your evidence? It seems your sniveling little crybaby of a client has eaten the bottle as a snack. Yeah, I don't know how we come back from that. TBH. Hey, old man, are you senile or something? Why don't you say something instead of sitting there with that dumb look on your face?
Ms. Hawthorne, what's happened to you?
Huh. Are you really that shocked?
Or do you prefer me this way, Mr. Judge?
His brain is broken.
With absolutely no proof, you treat a voluntary witness like she's a mass murderer. Well, I have nothing more to say. I'll be heading home now, if you don't mind.
But we're not finished.
Fine. Then ask this nasty old hag to finish up already.
I can't let her get away this time.
Stop, Mia. If you keep on pushing without any evidence, you could pay the ultimate price as a lawyer and be disbarred. Oh, shit. Yeah, you'd be forced to take off your attorney's badge forever, I'm afraid.
No. You'd better think it over carefully, Miss Fay.
Or should I say, Ms. Gray?
Well, Miss Fay, can you provide evidence that would establish her guilt once and for all?
I don't know. I really don't.
But never stop, okay? Let's go for it.
If I mess up here, my career as a lawyer is over. But to be honest, at this point, I don't have any evidence that's well-founded. Even so, I'd rather lose my attorney's badge than let her get away with murder. Fuck it up, Mia. Your Honor, the defense would like to present proof.
impossible! You can't possibly!
Stupid woman! It is the opinion of the court that there has already been enough discussion. Therefore, I will allow only one piece of evidence to be presented. Just one? If you are unable to establish her guilt, then I'm afraid a very harsh verdict will immediately be handed down on Mr. Wright.
I understand, Your Honor.
I can just imagine the headlines for tomorrow's newspaper. Up-and-coming lawyer plummets to earth before she gets the chance to soar.
She was planning to poison Mr. Wright. If that's the case, then the poison was probably in there.
In where, bitch?
God. Alright. The cold medicine! The cold medicine! It had to be! Let's fucking go, kids.
Yes! Let's go!
Here it is, Your Honor. Doug was trying to save him by stealing the pills. Damn, Doug. Doug was too good. Here it is, Your Honor. The evidence that will prove her guilt once and for all. Cold Killer X. Phoenix Wright's beloved cold medicine. Does our rookie defense attorney have a bit of a cold? If I did, I still wouldn't take this cold medicine. After all, it's been poisoned. What? Remember what the defendant said in his testimony. I lost my bottle of it around lunchtime on the day of the accident. Thanks, Emily. I always eat with Dolly, just the two of us. She was the one who took his bottle of Cold Killer X. Then she poisoned it, knowing that Mr. Wright was going to take some. Now you're really grasping at straws. Right, the fucking Tylenol shit. Oh my god. After all, it was the victim, Doug Swallow, that was holding the medicine. I would like the court to recall the crime that happened here 8 months ago. Where did Miss Hawthorne hide the evidence?
Huh? What are you talking about?
8 months ago, the poison was hidden in her bottle necklace, which she then gave to someone else for safekeeping. Someone she had accidentally run into in the reading room. My client, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yes, that's right. She did the same thing this time as well. After shoving the victim, Mr. Phoenix Wright left the scene of the crime. That is when the murderer, Dahlia Hawthorne, appeared. With her, she was carrying the poisoned bottle of Cold Killer X. This, of course, was so she could carry out her plan to murder Mr. Wright.
I believe she did testify she was going to meet with the defendant.
Yes, and she heard and saw everything that happened at the scene of the crime, including what the defendant and the victim were arguing about, and the cut electrical cable. That's when she realized, I can't allow Doug Swallow to live. She used the severed electrical cable to silence him forever. Unfortunately for her, this is when the problem occurred. Mr. Wright, who she thought had left the scene, came back to check on the victim. And on top of that, because of the power outage, some students showed up as well. It's hardly any wonder that she was, as she put it, in a state of panic. Recall that she was carrying the bottle of poisoned cold medicine. She must have thought, what if they search me like they did 8 months ago? 8 months ago? Yes, she disposed of the evidence exactly the same way as she did back then. She had someone else hold it. In this case, Doug Swallow.
Oh, come on now, everyone. Surely you aren't fooled, are you? This stupid woman, she's nothing but a filthy, stinking liar. Right, Mr. Prosecutor?
Huh? Yes, that's exactly right. It's just pure desperation.
Test the bottle. Test it. I wonder which one of us is the desperate one. So, Miss Hawthorne, this cold medicine, I wonder if you wouldn't mind taking some. Well, Mr. Wright ate that necklace of yours, right? Now it's your turn to prove your innocence. What do you say? She's talking about herself. If I'm just a filthy, stinking liar, then there's no need to worry. So come on, show us. I dare you, take some of this medicine right now. Mia Fey! Do you think you've won? Well, do you, Mia Fey? That's just fine. For the time being. Victory is yours. For the time being? Well, I have a very long memory, you know. You and I will meet again. I'm certain of it. Well then, Mr. Judge, I'll see you later too, okay?
Huh? Why, yes?
I'm going to go spend a little quality time with the man in blue now. I wish you all the best.
Ooh, crazy psycho bitch. Okay. Yo, if she was the one who put the hit on Mia, ooh, it's gonna be big revenge time later. Oh, it's finally all over.
I refuse to accept this. The defense hasn't shown a scrap of evidence to support this outrageous claim.
But even so, your witness seems to have accepted it.
I don't care! I'm Winston Payne! And I don't believe one word this rookie lawyer said!
Well then, Mr. Payne, let me ask you this.
Yes?
Would you care to try this cold medicine?
What?
Just a little earlier, I could have sworn you said...
There, it's all right, rookie. For example, I would trust the witness, Miss Hawthorne, with my very life.
So, if she's trustworthy, then I'm sure there couldn't possibly be any poison in here.
You see,
Huh. And here comes the backpedal. Come on now, rookie killer. Show this rookie how it's done. How much trust do you really have for this woman? Are you willing to bet your life? Didn't think so. He's losing his hair. Oh my god, wow, there it goes. Honestly, my guy, you look better without it. It is pretty damning evidence. Mr. Payne, about Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. Yes, Your Honor. I'll file papers for her immediate arrest. Tragic, but not surprising. I knew there was something suspicious about her from the very beginning. Lies. Lies. Don't lie, just admit you were wrong. By the way, Miss Fay. Yes, Your Honor. Was it just me? Or did you and Miss Dahlia Hawthorne seem to know each other? Your Honor, whether we did or not has no bearing on this case. Very well. Mr. Payne? This can't be happening. It's a nightmare. It's like losing to my daughter. It appears Mr. Payne has lost his spirit along with his hair. Does the defendant have anything further to say? It can't be true. My dear Dolly. Very well then. I believe I am ready to pass judgment and bring this trial to an end. The court finds the defendant, Phoenix Wright, not guilty! Woo! Yeah, fuck. Oh my god. This is the wackiest case. The court is adjourned. Hello, Jim. Hello, Bob. Thank you. Mia, you were wonderful in there. Thank you for everything, Mr. Grossberg. During the verdict, I thought my hemorrhoids were going to explode like Mount Vesuvius. Please quit talking about your hemorrhoids. Mr. Grossberg, do you maybe think you could stop talking about them? No, that's rather rude. Anyway, this case really made me think. What does it really mean to have a relationship of mutual trust with the client? Perhaps it is as we veterans lawyers who have lost sight of this. Oh, Mr. Wright. Congratulations. 3 years from this case is case 1 from the first game. Okay, interesting. Thanks. I was thinking. Go on. The dolly that I saw up there on the witness stand, I don't think that was really her. What? Yeah, the dolly I know could never have said those kinds of terrible things. Maybe she was like, I don't know, a fake or something? Boy? Oh, this poor kid still doesn't have a clue. You need to forget about her, Mr. Wright, for your own sake. Yeah, you're right. That's probably for the best. Also, you need to relax a little bit more. Try and grow up. But out of all my friends, everyone says I'm the most grown up. Oh, what kind of company does this guy keep? Larry Butts, that's what. And Miles Edgeworth. Right now, I'm studying to become a lawyer myself. That's what you keep saying. But I thought you were in the art department. Well, yeah, I am. But there's a friend that I desperately want to help. And if I hurry, then I should still be able to save him in time. Who, Miles? I see. Say, Miss Fay, a lawyer is someone who can help people when they're in trouble, right? Mr. Wright, I'm still new at this myself. But I think that's exactly what a lawyer is. Okay. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna study my butt off.
I'll become a lawyer for sure. I hope we see each other again someday. Maybe even in court. Mia's like, please, Jesus, keep this kid away from me. It's been 5 years since I was acquitted of all charges. I became a lawyer like I planned and managed to save my friend. But Mia has passed on to a better place. For me, this trial brings up a lot of painful memories. But it also brings up some very precious ones. And memories that I thought would never rise to the surface again. Mia is gone now. But even so, I can hear her in my mind. Phoenix, no matter what, always believe in your client. In a court of law, your greatest weapon is your belief. 5 long years. Something has happened that's made me think back to her words of wisdom. But that is a story for another day. The end!
Woo! We did it!
Oh, we finally get to meet this motherfucker, huh? Damn. But that's later. At least we got to see Mia's bosoms in the flesh for the first time in a while. Very true. No, that was good. I enjoyed that. I'm very happy we did that. I love Mia. We stan. Yes, we are going to save. Cool. Alright. So, that is it for tonight, my friends. Godot the Coffee Man. Alright. Alright, Godot the Coffee Man. But, so that's it for tonight, but I will have one more stream this week. And that is on Catterday. This coming Saturday, it's birthday time! Birthday live stream. We're gonna have a lovely time. There's gonna be karaoke, we'll play some games, and then we'll end the night with a Discord watch party of an Idol concert. I'm still trying to pick which one, but I will let you know before the stream starts. So join me back here on Twitch or on YouTube on Saturday at 3 p.m. Central Time. And we will have a grand old time. Thank you, Elliot. I appreciate it. Hell yeah, in one evening, but that was the tutorial case, so they're usually a little bit shorter than normal ones. Who are we gonna raid today? Let's raid Aki. Oh, Aki's having a donathon with Misaki. Let's go see them. Alright, so go say hello to Aki and Misaki for me. And I hope I will see you on Saturday for more fun stuff. Thank you so much for watching. Take care of yourselves. Make sure you eat and drink water and get lots of rest. And do things that bring you joy in this turbulent time. I love you very much, and I really appreciate y'all being here. And I'm really glad that we can all hang out and, you know, make each other feel better for a little bit. All right, folks, have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!